Well, hello, students. I hope you are all enjoying your Labor Day weekend so far. Hopefully, the weather will be nice and you'll be coming back to class on Wednesday. For some of you, um, nice and rested, um, Monday being a holiday, and we'll get ready to, with the exception of my Monday class, my Wednesday and Thursday classes will be raring to go. But one thing I want to explain to you, and to some of you it's a little bit confusing, about the team commitment sheets and the project commitment sheets and the case study commitment sheets. So let me kind of go over it again, and you can go back and listen to it. I do agree, number one, there is a lot of repetitiveness between each sheet, okay? But that's so the format remains consistent and that it is the same process all the way through for each one of the assignments. So let's start with the team commitment sheet. That's the big picture. That's the big umbrella. This has nothing to do with your case study or your project. Although similar to the other two sheets, what it has to do is with each member of the team and what strengths they are going to contribute, what strengths they are going to bring throughout the entire semester in doing the case studies and the team projects. There's consistency with that. Certain people have certain strengths in certain areas, and that's what needs to be talked about on the team commitment sheet. It's about you as an individual on a team and what you are going to contribute throughout the team. Say you're strong in marketing. Say you're strong in editing. Say you're strong in strategizing. You're going to be writing a couple of paragraphs about that on your team commitment sheet. So when you get to do your projects, when you get to do your team papers, you go back to that commitment that you made for the entire semester and you use that as a strength toward your contribution. All right, that takes care of the team commitment sheet. Now let's talk about, again, similar format, but the project commitment sheet. That only focuses on the project, although the header information is all the same. Your contacts, which you've probably done electronically, but this is just so we are consistent across the board and we have something in writing, okay? So the deal is this. On your project, each person, okay, let me back up. On your project, each individual on the project is part of a team, right? Okay. You've picked a certain company that you're going to talk about as a team. All right. Most of you had picked global companies. So you can't talk about everything in that company. You can't possibly put it in a semester, probably an entire year or 2 years, because it's too big, too much information. So what I've asked you to do as a team, whole team, is take one component of that company, one part of that company, and focus on that. So say you're talking about, I don't know, Amazon, and you're interested in marketing. Well, you're only focusing as a team on marketing. You're not focusing on production. You're not focusing on quality control. You're not focusing on finance, just focusing on marketing. So on marketing, really, you're dealing with the internal and external environments of Amazon. Strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats. you're trying to get product out through marketing on a new innovation, a new idea that's going to be competitive with everybody else in the industry. So if you're going to talk about that, if you're going to talk about marketing, and you're doing a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats on Amazon, well, then one individual on the team, as it relates to marketing, is going to be talking about strengths and weaknesses. Somebody else is going to be talking about opportunities and threats. Someone else may be talking about the 4 Ps: product, price, promotion, and place. Someone else might be just focusing on what? They might just be focusing on the competition. Okay? So, that being the case, what you're going to do is take one part of that company and focus on that. Now, another individual, say there's 6 people on the team, another individual might be editing everything, putting it all together. Okay? So, I think you get the idea of what needs to be done. That is the commitment you're putting on your project. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's only the commitment to the project. So on your project commitment sheets, you have your company and what you're going to talk about, what section you're going to focus on in that company. And then you're going to break it down per individual on the team of that section you're going to focus on. Now, the case study commitment sheets, that's a little different because that commitment is only going to be what each person is going to be contributing to the questions I assign for that case. So if I assign 2 questions on that case, so for example, we're doing Patagonia, all right, and I assign 2 questions to the team on Patagonia, each person is going to take a part of that question and address it. And you don't have to write a paper on that like you do with your project. All right, you're just going to fill out the team commitment sheet and make 2 PowerPoint slides. And when we get to the cases, I'll explain all of that again. But yes, the information is similar all the way through. And all the headers, you can cut and paste on all the sheets. But that is a visual for me to look at each part of the commitment to the team that each individual is making, holistically and individually. I hope that clears it up. And by the way, you guys don't have to send me an email. You can send me a text if you need information right away, if you get stuck when you're working as a team. I strongly recommend that all of you have your projects right now. Start getting together, working on it this week. When we come back on Wednesday, you're going to need your team commitment sheets. You're going to need your proposals. And that is going to be the project commitment sheet. Okay? My cell, 617-842-2856. Have a great Labor Day, and I hope it clears it up on what needs to be done here. And for my juniors, okay, all of my classes go through the same process. So all of my juniors that I will see a week from this past Monday or a week from Labor Day, I'm sharing the same information with you. I'm going to need your proposals and also your team commitment sheets. So, and the freshmen, the 1500 class that I see Thursday afternoons, you late in the afternoon from 4 to 6:30, I am going to need the same from you. Your team commitment sheets and your projects. So all of my classes should be getting together, going over your projects for next week. I'm going to see the Business Management 1 students on Wednesday. I'm going to see Principles of Management students on Thursday afternoon. And in the following week, I am going to see my juniors in organizational systems and processes. But it's all the same process. Look at the announcements. Hopefully, you're going to be looking at this one because it's going blasting to all of you in your classes. All right? You know how to get a hold of me. Please let me know if you're stuck anywhere. So I will, again, have a great Labor Day weekend. Professor DeChico.